Welcome back to Beau TV. Today we'll be featuring a soft lock tutorial. Today we'll be using the Kima Braid Diva Curl hair in a 20-inch. And as you can see out of the package, it is curly. This is what's going to give us our curl. And at the very top, there is no weft. And we'll also be using the super long Cuban twist hair that's in a 24-inch. This pattern and this texture on this hair is nice and kinky. Upon removing the rubber band, you'll see that there is no weft at the top of this hair either. Depending on how thick or thin you want your lock to be, you can choose to split the hair in half to get a thinner look, or you can keep it as one whole piece in order to get a thicker look. This is all done before you actually start on the hair. This is to have all of your pieces prepped and ready to go. If you want the locks to be long, then you would keep the pieces long just like this. But if you want the locks to be short, you would take and cut right in the middle on the bend and make your pieces short, so that way when you bend them in half, you have half of the length that you originally started off with. Now we're going to section off the hair. We're going to make our very first part along the bottom of the hairline, and we're going to use product so that way we can have total control over the hair. The best products to use for this type of style can be a shine jam, edge control, or edge tamer. Now we're going to start sectioning off the hair. The size of the sections are completely your choice. You just need to make sure that the size of the section matches the size of the hair extension that you decide to add in. Now that we have all of our sections completely carved out, we're going to start braiding the hair from the scalp, and we're going to go all the way down to the ends. Some prefer to braid halfway down. We prefer to braid all the way to the tip, just so that way we are fully protecting the tips of the hair, so that way there's no breakage during the process of wearing the actual style. Now that our first row is completely braided down, we're going to go ahead and pull out our crochet hook so that way we can attach the hair extensions. If you look closely, you'll see there's a little flap on the top of the hook, which allows the hair extension to be locked on and completely pulled through. We're going to take the hair extension and wrap it around the crochet hook, and as we pull it through, the hook is going to close and secure itself while grabbing and pulling the braid through the loop that we just made with the hair extension. Now we're going to bring all the hair together, both braid and hair extension, and we're going to pull out the kinky hair so that way we can add in our next piece. So now we're going to take our crochet hook and we're going to put it back into the base of the hair, grab it onto the kinky hair and pull it through. And it doesn't matter if you're going through the exact same spot placement of the wavy hair, or if you go slightly above, it's all going to line up with itself. Now let's take a look at everything that we have in our hands. We have the client's natural hair, which is braided from the base to the tips. We have the kinky hair, and we have the wavy hair. In the left hand, we have the kinky hair that is left out, and we're going to take that and we're going to start to wrap it around, starting at the base. And we are wrapping around the entire weft of hair. You're going to keep wrapping around and around and around, and you're going to pull nice and tight, so that way this is creating the actual soft lock. We're going to keep wrapping until we've made sure we've completely covered the client's natural hair, and once we're at the bottom, we do a palm roll to make sure that the kinky hair has locked itself in place. Now it's time to repeat the process and complete the first row. If you just completed your first row, congratulations, you are officially making progress. Keep going. It's time to move on and create your next section. One tip for making your process go a lot quicker and smoother is to go ahead and have your hair pre-sectioned. That way, once you're in the process of parting, sectioning, braiding, and adding the extensions, you don't have to worry about taking an additional moment to separate the hair. Again, the shapes and sizes of the parts are completely your choice. This is your chance to be creative. Make sure you have a general idea of how the client wants to wear their hair once it's all styled and complete. You generally want to make the part where they desire to wear it, so that way it won't be a struggle for them later.
They love it when I turn up the bass.
In the front of the client's head, we decided to go with diagonal partings so that way the client can wear her hair coming towards her face. If you've noticed, in the front we've also completed more of the sectioning with the natural braided hair so that way we can have a complete map of where we want to place the extensions. We're going to continue on adding on the extensions just like in the very first steps of the video. Now that we have all of the extensions completely installed, you're free to style the hair as desired. Depending on how you made your partings, you can make a part on the left, right, center, or even create the effect of a deep part. Thanks for learning with us on Beau TV. We'll see you back for the next tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel.